Hello and welcome to another edition of Client for Life. Well, here I am sitting back in the office after 2 weeks in Queensland. It's a little bit hard to cope with the colder weather, but fortunately the days are getting longer and the temperature is on the improve. Speaking of on the improve, the clearance rate remains very, very strong, 71% last weekend. Which is actually the same for this time last year, which is no surprise because it's about 12 months ago that we really started to climb out of the dip from the GFC. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about medium prices across Melbourne in the donut specifically. And the reason I wanted to do that is I was doing some research about the top suburbs around the country, and ironically for apartments, 8 out of 10 of the top suburbs are all in the donut, which just goes to reinforce and endorse my formula of buying near amenities, near the city. Public transport is becoming more and more important, with the revised population figures for Melbourne being 5.9 million this December. I can't see many roads being upgraded, and we sure are going around in circles as to where we're going to put expressways and tunnels, and so I really think transport is more important than ever before now. But just talking medium unit prices around the donut, I've seen quite a jump in the last 12 months because I've been tracking Brunswick quite closely. Brunswick was sort of tracking at around about $540,000 this time last year. It's actually almost changing every week at the moment. It's going between $580 and $600 for a 2-bedroom apartment in Brunswick at the moment. So if we peg that in the middle at $590 medium unit price in Brunswick, that's a huge increase. Collingwood at the moment is the hot spot. It is rating in just about every article, every survey that I'm reading. Collingwood is right there as the #1 leading growth suburb. And it's no surprise because of the proximity, the amenity, the clubs, pubs, shops, restaurants, everything is there in Collingwood, and obviously the tram network is very, very good. But Collingwood is sort of tipping 600 at the moment to 620. Richmond, 625. Camberwell, a stunning 649,000 medium unit price for a 2-bedroom apartment. And I put that down largely to people downsizing. If you look at Camberwell as a downsizing market, it's one of the top markets. Armidale, not as good as I thought. It's around about sort of 615. Once again, a big downsize market. But St Kilda is sort of in the mid 500s, but the absolute growth at $649,000 again is South Yarra. And I know that we've just settled a couple of 2-bed, 2-bathroom apartments in the heart of sort of Chapel Street, Greville Street, and the banks are all valuing them up around 635, 645, which is what people have paid for them, and ironically that seems to be the median price. So growth is alive and well. Once again, I'd just like to really congratulate my clients that bought in the GFC market when there was a lot of scepticism. I know my apartments that I've bought in the last 4 or 5 years have all grown on average around about $50,000 a year, which I'm really, really delighted with. So some a little bit less, some have done very well. So it's just a matter of I said to someone the other day, if a farmer has a bad year, he doesn't not plant another crop next year. I really firmly believe with real estate that you just have to keep investing. You just have to keep, having a plan and reviewing it. And, as I've been saying for years, you don't have to be wealthy to invest, but you do have to be investing to become wealthy. So that's enough for medium chat at the moment. Market's alive and well. Borrowings, no issues there. Obviously, there's a slight adjustment to the interest rate for investors. And in fact, there's a little bit of talk of another rate cut next year. And that's sort of at the moment being projected from the economists. And that's mostly based on the fact that they're not, the market's not quite sure that we'll achieve our capital growth, our CPI increases that we're seeking across the consumer price index. So they're talking if they're not going to achieve them next year, there might be a 0.25% of a rate drop. So that's enough for me today. Have a great week, and look forward to talking to you again in a fortnight. Take care. Thank you so much for listening.